Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do something super fun and really put our minds to the test. I've got a series of puzzles and riddles that are designed to trick you, so get ready to sharpen those brain cells. Before we dive in, I want to give a huge shout out to our awesome merch line. You can brighten your style with our merch. Open globally, right here, http://bit.ly/2ojuba. Go check it out after the video and grab something cool to show your support. Now, are you ready to see just how sharp and productive your brain is? This is going to be a blast, and I can't wait to see how you all do. Here's how it's going to work. I'll show you a puzzle, and you'll have a maximum of 20 seconds for each task, but try to answer as fast as possible. The quicker you are, the more flexible your brain is. It's like a workout, but for your mind. Don't worry if some of them seem a little tricky. That's the whole point. They're meant to challenge you and make you think outside the box. It's amazing when you think about it, right? Our brain is a mysterious thing. We know more about stars than about the things inside our heads. So, let's explore the weird and wonderful ways our brains work together. Get comfortable, maybe grab a snack, and let's get our thinking caps on. I'll be right here with you trying to solve them too, so we're in this together. Remember, it's all for fun, so don't stress out. Just try your best and see what you can do. The clock is ticking, so let's not waste any more time. Are you ready for the first puzzle? Let's jump right into it and see if we can outsmart these tricky brain teasers. Let's go! Alright, first one up. This is a classic spot the difference type of puzzle, but with a twist. I'm going to show you two different photos, and your job is to figure out the one mistake that they both have in common. That's the tricky part. You're not looking for differences between them, but a shared error. It sounds simple, but trust me, it can be a little bit of a head-scratcher. Your 20 seconds start now. Let's get a good look at these pictures. So, we have one picture of a beautiful beach scene, with the sun setting over the water. It looks so peaceful, doesn't it? I wish I was there right now. And the second picture is of some airplanes at an airport, looking all busy and ready to take off. They seem completely unrelated, right? A calm beach and a bustling airport. What on earth could they possibly have in common that's a mistake? Look closely at every little detail. Is it something about the colors? Maybe the shadows are wrong. I'm looking at the water in the first picture and the planes in the second. Is there something off with the perspective? It's so easy to get distracted by all the different elements in each photo. You have to try and ignore the main subjects and look for something more fundamental, something that applies to both images equally. This is where your brain has to filter out all the noise. Don't let the clock pressure you. Just take a deep breath and scan both images methodically. Sometimes the answer is hiding in plain sight, and we just overcomplicate it in our minds. Are you looking at the sky, the ground? Maybe it's something to do with the text or logos that might be hidden somewhere. You have to be a real detective for this one, examining every single pixel for a clue that links them. Okay, time is ticking away. Have you found it yet? It's that aha moment when you finally see it, and you can't believe you didn't spot it sooner. It's one of those things that once you see it, you can't unsee it. Are you ready for the answer? Don't worry if you didn't get it. This was a tough one to start with, designed to really warm up your brain for what's to come. Let's think about it together. A beach and an airport. What do they both have? They both have a horizon. They both have a sky. What about the sun in the first one? And the lights on the planes? This is tougher than I thought. Okay, pencils down. The 20 seconds are up. Are you ready for the big reveal? I'm so excited to see if you got this one. The common mistake in both photos is the word mistake itself. Look at the top left corner of each image. The word mistake is misspelled as mystique. How sneaky is that? They tried to trick us by making us look for a visual error, but the error was in the text. Did you spot it? Let me know. That was a clever one, right? Let's move on to the next challenge. Okay, puzzle number 2. This one seems straightforward, but I promise you, it has tricked so many people. I'm going to show you a picture of a t-shirt, and all you have to do is tell me how many holes it has. It sounds super easy, right? But you need to be careful and think about what a hole really is. Your 20 seconds are on the clock. Starting now. Go, go, Go. So here it is, a simple white t-shirt. At first glance, you probably see the obvious holes in the middle, right? They look like they were cut out, or maybe it's just a really, really worn out shirt. You can count those pretty easily. 1, 2. But wait, is that all? The question is, how many holes does the t-shirt have? You have to think about the entire t-shirt as an object. Let's break it down. A hole is an opening through something. So, where do you put your head? That's one hole, right? The neck hole. And what about your arms? You have to put them somewhere. That's 2 more holes, 1 for each sleeve. And don't forget the big one at the bottom where your body goes in. That counts too. So now we're adding those up. This is where it gets interesting. Our brains are wired to see the damage first. The 2 big holes in the center of the shirt. We focus on what's wrong with the shirt, but we forget about its basic construction. The neck hole, the sleeve holes, and the bottom opening are all technically holes. You need to count them all to get the right answer. It's a classic misdirection puzzle. The clock is ticking down. Have you got your final count? Are you sure about it? Don't second-guess yourself too much, but make sure you've considered everything. The obvious ones, and the not-so-obvious ones. This puzzle is a great test of attention to detail and thinking literally about the question being asked. It's not just about what you see, but how you interpret the question. Okay, almost out of time. Final answers in. How many did you count? Did you just count the 2 in the middle? Or did you remember the others? It's so easy to miss them when you're under pressure. I've seen people argue about this one for ages, but there is a correct answer if you think about it logically. Are you ready to see if you got it right? Let's count them all together. We have the 2 holes in the middle of the shirt. That's 2. Then we have the neck hole, 3, the 2 sleeve holes, 4, 5, and the big hole at the bottom, 6. But wait, look closely at the 2 holes in the middle. You can see through them to the other side, which means there are holes on the back of the shirt too. So that's 2 holes on the front and 2 on the back. That makes 4 holes in the middle, plus the neck, sleeves, and bottom. That's a grand total of 8 holes. Did you get it? Mind-blowing, right? Alright, moving on to something a little different. This next one isn't a riddle or a puzzle with a single correct answer. Instead, it's a test of your creativity and how your brain makes connections. I'm going to show you a picture of a very unusual-looking tree, and your challenge is simple. How would you name this tree? There are no wrong answers. I just want to hear your most creative ideas. You've got 20 seconds to come up with a name. Let's see it. Look at this thing. It's so cool and weird at the same time. It doesn't look like a normal tree at all. The trunk and branches are shaped in such a way that it almost looks like a person or maybe some kind of creature. The branches look like they're reaching out or dancing. What does it make you think of? Let your imagination run wild with this one. For me, the first thing I see is a person walking. It looks like it has legs and a torso and is taking a big, long stride. So maybe I'd call it the walking tree or the Ent of the forest, like from Lord of the Rings. What are you seeing? Maybe you see something completely different. Perhaps it looks like a giant woody octopus or a dancer frozen in the middle of a performance. The way the branches twist and turn could inspire all sorts of names. Maybe the twisted sister tree or the gnarled guardian. The more you look at it, the more details you start to notice. The texture of the bark, the way the light hits it, the shapes that are formed by the negative space around it. All of these can give you different ideas for a name. This is a fun exercise because it taps into the right side of our brain, the part that's associated with creativity, imagination, and art. There's no logic puzzle to solve here, just pure, unadulterated creativity. So what did you come up with? I'm so excited to hear these. Don't be shy, there's no judgment here. The more unique and out there, the better. Time is almost up. Get those amazing names ready. I bet we're going to have a whole forest of incredible names in the comments section for this one. It's fascinating how 10 different people can look at the exact same image and see 10 completely different things. It really shows how unique each of our brains and perspectives are. Pencils down. What did you come up with? Please, please, please drop your name for the tree in the comments below. I'm going to be reading through them, and I know they're going to be awesome. Did you call it the forest spirit, the running man root, or maybe the tree that tried to escape? This was a fun little break from the brain busters, but don't get too comfortable. The next one is a real speed challenge. Okay, get ready, because this next one is all about speed. I'm going to give you a riddle and you have to try and solve it in just 5 seconds. That's right, only 5. This is a true test of your brain's processing speed. No time to overthink it, you have to go with your gut instinct. Are you ready for the pressure? Okay, deep breath. Here is the riddle. What has an eye but cannot see? Your 5 seconds start now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Wow, that was fast, right? Did you get it? The pressure is real when the clock is ticking down that quickly. Your brain has to instantly search its database for things that have an eye but aren't alive or don't use it for sight. It's a classic play on words, designed to make you think of a literal eye first. Did your mind immediately jump to a person or an animal? That's the trick. The riddle uses the word eye to misdirect you. You have to quickly pivot your thinking from biology to everyday objects. What are some things we talk about having an eye? Think about sewing, or maybe weather, or even a piece of clothing. The answer is usually something incredibly simple that we overlook. This kind of riddle is fantastic for cognitive flexibility, which is your brain's ability to switch between different concepts and think about multiple things at once. When you only have 5 seconds, you don't have the luxury of slowly working through every possibility. You have to make a quick mental leap. So, did you make the leap? What was your answer? I hope you didn't say a cyclops. While they have one eye, they can definitely see. The key is the cannot see part of the riddle. That's the most important clue. So, what has that single unseeing eye? It's something you've probably used hundreds of times without even thinking about it in this way. Are you ready for the answer? The answer is a needle. A needle has an eye, the little hole at the top where you put the thread, but it can't see anything. Another popular answer is a hurricane, which has an eye at its center, or even a potato, which has eyes that are actually buds. Any of those work. How did you do? Did you solve it in under 5 seconds? You're a genius if you did. Even if it took you a little longer, that's totally okay. These are designed to be tricky and put you on the spot. The more you practice these kinds of quick riddles, the faster you'll get. It's like taking your brain to the gym for a quick sprint session. All right, let's keep that momentum going and head to our next visual puzzle. Okay, for our 5th puzzle, we're going back to a visual challenge, and this one is so clever. It's an optical illusion that has a secret hidden within it. I'm going to show you a picture that, at first glance, looks like a simple landscape, but hidden somewhere in the image is a baby. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to find that hidden baby. You've got 20 seconds. Let the search begin. Here is the image. We see 2 trees, a beautiful, serene body of water, and a lovely sky. It looks like a very peaceful and normal nature scene, but the artist has cleverly used the shapes of the natural elements to create the illusion of something else. You're not looking for a tiny, photoshopped baby sitting on a branch. You're looking for an outline, a shape formed by the other parts of the picture. This is a test of your brain's ability to perceive patterns and see forms that aren't immediately obvious. It's called pareidolia, which is the tendency to see familiar objects like faces or figures in random patterns. Think about seeing shapes in the clouds. This is the same idea, but it's been done intentionally by the artist to hide the baby's form. Where could it be? My advice is to relax your eyes. Don't focus too hard on any one spot. Let your gaze drift over the entire image. Sometimes when you soften your focus, the hidden image just pops out at you. Look at the branches of the trees. How do they curve? Look at the shoreline. Does it form a shape? The answer is right there in front of you, disguised as something else. The clock is ticking. Have you spotted it yet? It's one of those things where you feel like you'll never find it, and then suddenly, there it is. And once you see it, you can't understand how you ever missed it. It becomes the most obvious thing in the picture. It's such a cool trick on our perception. Don't give up, you're so close. Are you looking at the space between the tree branches? Or maybe the reflection in the water? The artist has used the negative space and the outlines of the trees and the ground to form the shape. It's a full body outline of a baby in the fetal position. It's pretty amazing how they managed to blend it in so seamlessly with the rest of the scenery. Okay, time's up. Were you able to find the hidden baby? Let's take a look together. If you trace the inside line of the tree branches, they form the baby's back and head. The space under the branches forms its body, and the shoreline and roots at the bottom form its tiny feet. It's the entire central part of the image. Amazing, right? Let me know if you found it. Get ready for a classic optical illusion that has been messing with people's brains for over 100 years. This one is called the Muller-Lyer illusion. I'm going to show you two simple horizontal lines, and your job is to tell me which one is longer. This seems like the easiest question in the world, but your eyes might be playing tricks on you. You have 20 seconds to decide. Let's take a look. Here they are, two straight horizontal lines. The top line has arrowheads at each end, pointing inwards, like this greater than dash 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 less than. The bottom line has arrowheads at each end, pointing outwards, like this less than dash 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 greater than. Now, just by looking at them, which one appears to be longer? Go with your immediate visual impression. Don't try to measure it with your fingers against the screen. That's cheating. Just trust your eyes. Almost everyone who sees this for the first time says that the bottom line, the one with the fins pointing outwards, looks significantly longer than the top line. It's a very powerful and convincing illusion. Our brain interprets the arrows as depth cues. The outward pointing arrows make the line look like the outside corner of a building, which is closer to us, so we perceive the line as being longer. Conversely, the inward pointing arrows on the top line make it look like the inside corner of a room, which is farther away. Our brain, trying to make sense of this two-dimensional image in a three-dimensional world, gets tricked. It adjusts the perceived length of the lines based on these contextual clues. Even though they're just simple lines on a flat screen, it's a fascinating insight into how our visual processing works. So, have you made your decision? Are you sticking with your initial gut feeling that the bottom line is longer? Or are you starting to suspect that this is a trick question? Remember, the title of this video is 7 puzzles that will trick your brain. That's a pretty big clue right there, isn't it? The clock is winding down, so lock in your final answer. This illusion is so strong that even when you know the secret, it's hard not to see the bottom line as longer. It really shows that our perception isn't always a perfect representation of reality. Our brain takes shortcuts and makes assumptions to help us interpret the world quickly, but sometimes those shortcuts lead us astray. It's a battle between what you see and what you know. Okay, time is up. The big reveal. The truth is, both lines are exactly the same length. I know it seems impossible, right? But if you were to take a ruler and measure them, you would find they are identical. Your brain was totally tricked by the context of the arrowheads. Isn't that wild? Our own eyes can lie to us. Let's move on to the final, super fun challenge. Alright guys, we've made it to the final challenge. And for this one, we're going on a little scavenger hunt. We're looking for a very specific one-eyed monster. That's right, I'm going to show you a super busy picture filled with all sorts of characters. And hidden somewhere in the crowd is the one and only Mike Wazowski from Monsters, Inc. Can you spot him? You know the drill, you've got 20 seconds. Let the hunt begin. Here's the picture. Wow, that is a lot of stuff going on. It looks like a huge party or a festival with tons of different, colourful characters from all sorts of shows and movies. This is a real test of your focus and your ability to scan for a specific target in a visually cluttered environment. Your brain has to filter out all the other characters and colours to find that specific shade of green and that one big eye. Where do you even start looking? My strategy for these kinds of pictures is to divide the image into a grid in my mind. I'll scan the top left quadrant, then the top right, then the bottom left, and finally the bottom right. It helps me make sure I've looked everywhere and haven't missed a spot. Are you looking for his full body or just his face? He could be peeking out from behind someone. He's so small and green, he could be hiding anywhere. Is he near the top? The bottom? Maybe he's right in the middle, and we're just looking past him. It's so easy for your eyes to get drawn to the bigger, more prominent characters in the picture. You have to consciously ignore them and search for our little green friend. He's a master of hiding in plain sight. The seconds are flying by. This is the last puzzle, so give it everything you've got. Don't give up. He's in there, I promise. This is a great workout for your visual search skills, something we use every day when we're looking for our keys or trying to find a specific book on a shelf. Keep scanning, keep searching. You're so close to finding him. Have you found him yet? That little green guy with the giant eyeball? He's got such a distinct look, but in a crowd of other cartoon characters, he can blend in surprisingly well. It's like a real-life Where's Waldo, but with a monster. I wonder what he's doing at this party. Probably trying to make people laugh. Time is up. Did you find him? He was a tricky one to spot, wasn't he? Let's find him together. If you look over on the right side of the image, about halfway down, just behind a few other characters, there he is, peeking out with his big, friendly eye. He was hiding behind a minion. How funny is that? Great job to everyone who found him. And that's a wrap. We made it through all 7 puzzles. How is your brain feeling? A little tired? A little tricked? Mine too. That was so much fun, and you all did an amazing job sticking with it. So let's talk about your results. If it took you more than 20 seconds per question, your brain is mature and likes to think things through carefully. If you were under 20 seconds, your brain is quite young and quick. And if you answered in less than 5 seconds, your brain is very young and flexible. There's no bad result. It's just a fun way to see how your mind works. What is your result? Tell us in the comment section below. I want to know which puzzle was the trickiest for you, and which one you solved the fastest. Was it the hidden baby, the t-shirt holes? I can't wait to read all of your comments and see how you did. And if you had fun with these puzzles, make sure you hit that like button to let me know you want more videos like this one. Your support means the world to me and helps the channel so much. Before you go, if you love fun and creative videos, I have a recommendation for you. Make sure you subscribe to our new channel, Slick Slime Sam, and give a thumbs up to see more adventures. It's an amazing channel and you won't regret it. And of course, for more awesome content just like this, don't forget to subscribe to Brightside for more videos. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I had a blast and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.